This is Jordan Tower with JT News.
Woo!
T.I. left a long message for Wayne. Should I read it on here? Should I just get to the hit the points?
You should. Yes, you should.
We got to hit the points. And there's a lot of different ways to look at this, okay? Were we all disappointed in Wayne's whole thing this week on Nightline? Yes. But then he apologized, right? Am I wrong? He apologized, right?
Yeah, he apologized.
He admitted he was wrong.
But by then, it was too late, though.
Well, he gave some context. Well, but it's too late. But it's too late to also comment on it publicly, like you're shaming him at the moment it happened. You know. Mm-hmm. And let's not lie. T.I. said, "Oh, I just saw this." Come on, bro. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Okay, so let's go. T.I. Okay. He put up a post and he added his friend. You see how I put that in? I put that in quotations. Okay. This is my son, daughter showing me this for the first time. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to summarize it, guys.
Gotcha.
Asking me what does this mean? I'm at a complete loss for words here. Wayne, I've known you over a decade, so they're friends, right? Our daughters grew up together practically. Regine spent countless times at my house with Nick. When you were in prison and you extended my daughter the same courtesy when I was in the same position. Our relationship outside of music is what makes me sensitive to your disposition. I know you're wired a bit different than most other responsible adults, but still, you tripping. You said you tripping. You got pissed.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
REC.
Already done.
Okay.
So basically, I don't know what you're going through or what you're attempting to avoid, but this shit is absolutely unacceptable. Now, Wayne did tell some context here, what was going on. And guys in the chat room, we're not ignoring you. We're going to get to you in a second, okay? So he said you're disrespecting yourself, bringing shame on your family and your family name, and you're tarnishing your legacy. It's going a little bit far, but okay. You have children, including mine, prior to now, that have looked up to you. You have sons and a daughter that depend upon your leadership and fans. Okay, so that's where I do agree with T.I. here, that you do have to set an example for your fans. You know, fans follow. Okay, especially white fans. They might be thinking, oh, there is no problem out here. No, I've witnessed it myself being on music video shoots. Rec has, just being a black man in America, getting racially profiled by the police. Okay, that's the problem here, guys. The police. Okay,
big problem.
Then he said, bro, if you don't stand for something out here, all the money, jewelry, cars, mansions, bandanas, and hit records don't mean shit. He had to throw bandanas in there. We are being hunted, captured, slaughtered out here daily. That's a little far, I think, right there. Hunted?
I mean, he just took it back to when we was being hunted.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If he put it in that context, yes, absolutely.
Anytime when you make dumb statements like that, it's a saying you just took black people
back 100 years, right?
Yeah, back 100 years or 200 years back.
Whatever. I mean, bro, it just got good for black people really in the late 60s, 70s, you know? Like, we were segregated before that. You're free, but segregated. You're still fucked up out here, you know?
Nah.
My grandfather told me stories. He would go down south, right? And he'd see the segregation, like people couldn't eat inside, and he would be like pissed. You know, he said, I'm not eating here, you know? Because it's different down south. Anyways, getting back into it, he said, I will educate you and yourself on what's going around us if you need it, okay? I'm always here, but this must stop, this buffoonery and cooning you out here doing. You look like somebody who has something to gain or lose by pretending like it's not as bad as Black Lives Matter making it seem, and you're not aware of an issue that needs to be addressed. That's what would be considered Uncle Tom shit. Okay? Now, guys, keep in mind, these guys, he says they're friends, okay? But he's talking to them on Instagram, okay? You're better than this! I've been proud to call myself a fan and a friend of Lil Wayne, but if that must end in order for us to stand up for those who can't do it for themselves, so be it. If you're not prepared for a question in an interview, say no comment, bro. but stop embarrassing yourself and everyone out here who's been supporting you. There's no middle ground. Oppression knows no neutral party. Either you're a part of the oppressed or you're with the oppressor. Now, I saw a funny thing with Damon. Remember Damon Wayans, the comedian?
Yeah, definitely.
Remember that comedy skit where he said, whenever there's a problem in Black America, they get the rich black guy, and then, they're like, so, they remind you of how many millions you've made. That 13 million you've made, this year, What do you think? Is there racism? And then he said, no man, no son. No son.
Uncle Tom. That's
and that was throwback from the 80s, that comedy skit. But it applies. Now with Lil Wayne, okay, do you agree with T.I. attacking Lil Wayne in the way he did?
I agree with it, but just not on a public platform. Not on Instagram.
I agree.
That's a phone call. No, matter of fact, Wayne, where you at?
Let's sit down.
Yeah, I gotta come see you, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of those phone calls. I got something serious I gotta address with you.
Especially because I could see publicly shaming him if you don't know the person, but you're friends. Your daughters play together. You got to think about the kids before you publicly shame their father as well. Come on. You have kids. You can relate to it. I don't even have kids, and I can relate to it.
Now look at it this way. Like I told you, Lil Wayne, that was a troll effect for some good PR. The whole, discrediting Black Lives Matter. Okay. He was trolling. I called that. And then the next following day, he so-called fired his PR. This is
because she couldn't get rid of. So she couldn't get rid of because she couldn't get rid of that part of the interview, or it was just someone has to take a fall for this.
Somebody got to take the fall for it. Because I can't look that crazy. He already looked crazy, but I can't look that crazy.
And the whole pulling the red rag out, that was a little dramatic,
And then look, T.I., he's probably trying to get his PR on. Because he could have called Wayne.
Exactly. He's trying to, how can I make this spin me, crank me up and get me a little lit out here. So do you think he's in the crib right now playing that Meek Mill song? We lit it again, we lit it again, we lit it again.
Him and his kids is dancing in the crib. Matter of fact, him and his kids in the crib, dancing around the crib, doing a shorty low dance. They know this. They know.
R.I.P. Shorty Low, man.
R.I.P. Shorty Low.
Yeah. So Wayne responded on Twitter and he said, fuck yeah. I would have said the same thing if that's my friend. Wait, Rack, if I had a problem with you and I addressed it on Instagram instead of calling you, and we talk every day, right? Corny. You wouldn't even want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah, I don't play that.
I mean, the same vice versa. I'll be like, Rack, come on, we talk every day. Just tell me how you feel. We always leave that open forum as friends. Me and you always do that. Hey, if you got a problem, let's just talk about it. Conversation, if you don't have conversation, it just builds up inside and it turns all bad. Always got a conversation.
Let me address this, and I'm glad we're speaking on that. It's like, you got to understand, I'm one of those people, if something's funny, I'm going to laugh at it. And no way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you say something crazy and it's that funny, I'm gonna just laugh.
I know.
That's all. So we good friends, and I just want you to know that.
Always.
So when you over there wearing poo-poo
But I'm gonna tell. I know. But I'm gonna tell you if it bothers me because
no doubt.
I wouldn't be fake about it. Like, if it bothered me, I'm gonna tell you.
Just don't shake in your booty. Don't wear no.
Shut up.
Don't wear no twerk shorts.
Leave that alone. So basically, what's the moral of this whole Lil Wayne and T.I. thing to you? Like,
I think they both on a press run.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, right? Mind you, they good friends. T.I. elaborated on that.
Yeah.
During his Instagram post.
Yeah. Book. It was like a book.
Yeah, he wrote a book. Okay.
Let's be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised. oh, me and Wayne put that behind us, and then them two just drop a EP together. That's just where we at in rap right now.
You're right. You're right.
You know why? Because they figuring out we don't have to pay these publicists for all this PR. That's gonna cost.
Yeah, when you got access to it on your phone.
When we got our own Instagram followers and Twitter followers, and we could do that from our phones.
Yeah.
Rappers figured it out.
You're right.
And that's a major key. Salute to DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Because now you can cut out so many middlemen. You don't have to deal with the label. You ain't got to deal with publicists.
Yeah.
You don't have to do no interviews.
Right.
You just wake up, and if you got something on your chest, or you want to
So you believe this was planned. It's fake.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's leave it at that. Let's move on to the next topic.